In this video, we will discuss the process of how to pick merchandise to sell on the Goodwill website. I will take you through the process of determining what items are currently trending for Goodwill's target customer, how to photograph the items deemed as popular, then finally, how to upload the selected products to be sold on the website hosted by Goodwill. Understanding Goodwill's target market is the most important thing to know when selecting merchandise for the website. What's trending for one societal group may not be what is trending in other groups. It is also common that different Goodwill locations may serve different target markets. However, the website is being developed to serve a common target market among the New York, New Jersey Goodwill locations. The website Goodwill is developing aims to reach a target market of the millennial demographic. This group is young and wants clothing that is trending, but is also becoming more and more environmentally conscious. The concept of thrifting is becoming a trend itself within the millennial target market. However, this does not mean they want to forego the desire to look fashionable. They want a vintage look that, like each piece of clothing, has a story behind it with a rich background. Name brand products are a good start in determining what to select for the website. Brands such as Free People, Vera Wang, or Calvin Klein are all popular. However, not all of their products are website worthy. Keep in mind that donations will not always be the newest items, which means that the name brands, while still popular, could be many seasons old. These items will sell better in-store rather than online. There are two ages of clothing that tend to trend among the millennial demographic. The first is obviously the most recent seasons or lines of designer brand clothing, items that are no more than a year old. The other age of clothing is the vintage age, which tends to be name brand or designer clothing that is over 30 years old but in good condition. Trends change season to season, so it is most important to keep up with current trends each season. If the corporate offices of Goodwill do not send a trend directive to follow, it is up to the individual employees to know what is currently trending. There are many ways to determine what is trending without being a trained professional. Websites such as Vogue.com and Women's Wear Daily are great resources to use when researching trends. Looking at the most recent runway shows and designer collections can give you, the employee, some insight into certain colors, prints, and patterns that are popular. It will also show what silhouettes are trending. Knowing this information will help to make more educated decisions on selecting merchandise for the website. For instance, trends for the upcoming 2018 season include Victorian inspirations from the 1800s, dark floral prints, oversized silhouettes, and a variety of neutral colors. Even this small amount of knowledge, combined with brand names, creates a recipe for on-trend merchandise selections for the Goodwill website. A trend directive should look something like this. Keep in mind this is an example of what to look for. It is up to you, the employee, to find items similar to these. You may not find the exact items that are in the trend directives. To recap, understand the target market is different for the online platform than it might be in your store. Name brands are a good start, but make sure the ages of the clothing are kept in mind. Brand new or vintage are both a good choice. Trends are constantly changing, so it is important to keep up with current trends as you are sorting. Photographing the items may seem like a more difficult task than it actually is. Each Goodwill store will be getting their own photography equipment to use in this task. It is easy to set up this equipment and easy to take down. Once the backdrop is set up and the lights are stationed on each opposite corner across from the backdrop, it should create a light meeting in the center of the backdrop. You want to be very careful of shadows because this will make your clothing look larger or more dingy than it actually is. Set up the garment either on a model or on a dress form/mannequin. Place the fixture in the center of the backdrop about 6 inches to a foot from actually touching the backdrop. Once the item is set up, make sure to fix any creases or folds that are undesired to make sure the item looks pristine. Take images of the photo to show front, side, back, and opposite side, and any additional detail that make the item special. To do this, you will have to move the mannequin around because the background of the picture always needs to be the backdrop. When moving the fixture, be sure to pay attention to the lighting and the shadows. It is always better to take more photos than less because not every picture will be usable, but you want to have many choices to pick from. Once the photographs of the item have been taken, hang the item back on the rack for the items only on the website, as these items do not go on the Goodwill sales floor. Repeat this photographing process until all of the items have been photographed for the day. The website for Goodwill will be integrated with the inventory management system, making both employee and manager lives easier. Uploading the clothing to the website adds only one extra step to the process than adding clothing to the sales floor. Once the photos are taken, we move on to the uploading process. First, log into your Lightspeed account from any computer. Once there, click Add New in the Inventory section. In this section, you can add the photo of the item, add a description, size, as well as any other necessary information that is all laid out in a grid form. It is important to fill out all the information required, such as quantity, price, size, description, search terms, and which store the item is located in for shipping purposes. Any other pertinent information that the inventory system asks for should also be entered as well. By adding a new item, Lightspeed will create a unique SKU number for the item being added. Using this inventory software with the website will allow the payments to be processed online but through the same provider, which will be included in any sales reports you choose to look at. It also will allow you to track in inventory what has been sold online and what hasn't, which will help to see better what actually is trending and what is not. Once the item is successfully added into the inventory system in Lightspeed, it is very easy to transfer it onto the website. By clicking the e-commerce link on the left toolbar in Lightspeed, it will take you to a screen which will allow you to edit the website and upload the new item to be sold online. To recap, the first step is to find trending items and select them to be sold on the Goodwill website. Step 2 is photographing the item to be sold. And finally, step 3 is uploading the item into the inventory management system and onto the website. It's that easy. 3 steps and you took a donated item and turned it into a profitable item to be sold online. Thanks for watching!